What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sean vs. Wild podcast. I'm your host, Sean Thriller Smith. Today is Tuesday, June 27th, and this is the 27th episode of the Sean vs. Wild podcast. That's neat. The 27th episode on the 27th day of June. How fun is that? Not only is the 27th on the 27th neat, but also I realized that doing 27 episodes, that means I'm over a half a year in. I'm over 6 months in right now to this podcast. So I got to give a little shout out to myself here for being able to be consistent every week, putting out a new show for 6 months. I hope I developed that habit. You know, it says that you got to do stuff for X amount of months to develop a habit. Well, I'm hoping this is going to be the habit, and you're going to be listening to this podcast every Tuesday or whatever day that I choose in the future. Maybe I want to move it to a different day. Who knows, guys? But hopefully you're going to be listening to it every week until podcasts become obsolete and everybody listens to mini disc from now on. I don't know if you remember mini disc. Something tells me it's not going to make a comeback, guys. But you never know, okay? Never say never. Records are back. Vinyl is huge right now. Cassette tape's huge right now. So, you know, mini disc, probably the logical next step. And yeah, so it's Tuesday morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I will tell you, I had an awesome weekend. My friends in Alvarez Kings came in from the UK. If you're not familiar with Alvarez Kings, you're going to want to go back in time, go back a few episodes of the Sean vs. Wild podcast and check out my episode that I did with Simon Thompson. You'll know it's him by the noticeable British accent. But yeah, my boys came in. They had an off day on Saturday, so we spent it at the lake, at a lake house, drinking Milwaukee's best, really impressing people with our bods out there in the water. Big shout out to the triplets for having us to the lake house party. And then Sunday, they played a show at Zanzibar. Absolutely blown away. If you guys, if you were there, you know how awesome it was. And also too, I got to give a shout out to Zanzibar. It's the first time I've been there since they've remodeled, and their music room right now, their live room, is absolutely fantastic. The sound was fantastic. It was a great atmosphere. So bands, if you're listening, if you need a show in the Louisville area, you're definitely going to want to hit up Z-Bar. You're going to want to play there. It's absolutely awesome. Can't say enough good things about it. Can't say enough good things about my Kings, guys. I love you, and I will see you in Indianapolis on Saturday. So if you missed Alvarez Kings, and if you're in Louisville, take that 2-hour trip. Catch them Saturday in Indianapolis. If you're in Indianapolis, you know what? Just go. You don't have to travel very far. Just go to the show. You're trust me on this one. So, and then you can see me there because I'm going to be there. You can high five me, and we'll have a drink. Or we'll have several drinks. Who knows? Guys, on the show today, I've got Guerrilla Warfare. Guerrilla Warfare is an awesome band. Newer to me. I caught them last year for the very first time. I've known Foster for a little bit. So it's only natural that I had to have him on the show. It's a band that I very much enjoy. And I think that any fan of, it might sound like a pigeonhole to say like, a fan of Rage Against the Machine. But if you're a fan of like 90s metal in general, late 90s metal, you're definitely going to want to check out Guerrilla Warfare. They're absolutely awesome. They got a good, message. They're socially conscious. They're socially aware of what's going on here. So, sometimes in this day and age, it's you're a little upset and you need to get your aggression out on all the craziness that's going on in the world. This is an awesome band to just put on and vent and bang your head to. So definitely going to want to check those dudes out. I'm not going to give away everything we talk about, guys, because then you'll just be listening to the first few minutes. You're not going to listen to the rest of the show. So yeah. Definitely check that out. Also, check out my awesome sponsors at audiofileinc.com. Shane has been screen printing my stuff for over a decade. He can screen print your stuff too. T-shirts, tank tops, koozies to keep your beer ice cold because everybody knows it is kind of hot in these rhinos out here in the summertime. So yeah, definitely going to want to check him out. And he's going to give you the best deal in town no matter what town that you live in, because while he's located in the heart of Louisville, he's going to ship to all 50 states. And yeah, check him out, audiofileinc.com, audiofileinc.com, audiofileinc.com. Tell him Sean vs. Wild sent you. Also, got to give a big shout out to Joe Brock. He boops these dials every single week. Makes me sound super awesome. Makes me sound natural. And supernatural. So guys, definitely got to give a big shout out to Joe Brock. And if you've got a podcast that you want to get sounding great, or say you're a band, My dude's got a studio, so you're going to want to definitely hit him up to get some of your work done, man. Make it happen. Give a big shout out to Joe Brock here. Tell him Sean vs. Wild sent you to him too. Referred you some business. But yeah, so guys, that's going to be pretty much it for me this week in the intro. And yeah, if you like what you hear, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It is on iTunes. It is on Stitcher. This podcast is on Podcast Addict. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on Google Play Music. It's everywhere that you enjoy getting a podcast. It's also on YouTube. So maybe you don't want to eat up all your data, or maybe, I don't know, you do want to eat up all your data. I don't know how YouTube works on your phone or whatever. So yeah, it's on YouTube also. So you can enjoy that. You can enjoy it wherever you enjoy podcasts, guys. And that's basically all I can ask for, is that if you do like it, you know, it's been a great 6 months. I want to have an even better next 6 months. And the only way I can do that is to build the brand. And I feel slowly but surely we can do that. And please don't call me Shirley. But I feel that, you know, over time we can definitely do that. Biggest way to help out the show, if you do like it, I mean, you can write a review on iTunes. That would be great. Even just something as simple as loved it or whatever. Just give me that 5-star review, 5 golden meow meow beans. That's going to help a lot. Or just, you know, tell somebody that you know about it. That would help also. I mean, that's free. Doesn't take much out of your time. Just say, oh, hey, you like podcasts? Check out Sean vs. Wild. He's located in Louisville. He talks to people locally, regionally, nationally, internationally. And he's just a dude with a dream, trying to make the dream work. I would really appreciate any help. And if you need something, you hit me up, SeanVsWild@gmail.com. Or if you want to be on the show, hit me up at Sean vs. Wild. You know, on Facebook, on Twitter, Sean vs. Wild Podcast, on Instagram. Get a hold of me, and let's make it happen, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is my episode number 27 with Guerrilla Warfare. Strap in, guys. It's time to get wild. So you're just not a Kiss fan, is that what you're saying?
No, I don't really like
I can't believe that.
I mean, I like Detroit Rock City.
Yeah.
They have a couple songs that
The
I fuck
movie?
with.
That's the one.
The
song.
movie. I love the movie.
See, Trevor doesn't like Kiss
I
either.
do like the movie.
But I always give him shit. Same as what just happened right here. He's like, man, I'm really into Star Wars. I'm like, I like it. It's okay. It's not all that great.
Right.
And then he's just like, well, dude, Kiss sucks.
That's pretty much my
I'm like,
defense.
come on, dude.
Is
Hey,
that
Detroit
Kiss
City,
sucks.
that's a great movie.
It is
I saw that
fantastic.
in the theater.
Really?
It came out in like, I don't know, 99, and I was probably 13. But it's like one of those things where like my uncle knew I was really into Kiss, so we went and saw it together. And it's like that awkward moment, you know, when you watch like adult humor with actual adults.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't know really how to... I don't really know how to go about this per
that's
se.
hilarious.
So yeah, guys, in the studio today. First and foremost, welcome to the Sean vs. Wild podcast. I'm your host, Sean Thriller Smith. In the studio today at the Smithsonian, I've got Guerrilla Warfare.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, Guerrilla Warfare.
My name is Garrett Hood, and I do the drums and the vocals in Guerrilla Warfare.
I'm Foster. I play guitar.
See, I don't normally ever have anybody introduce themselves, but for some reason I thought maybe I'd
Rock
have
and roll.
Guys, I have Foster and Garrett from Guerrilla Warfare here.
Tight.
And we're about to rock and roll.
Yes,
Exactly.
Dude, guys, well, what's been up with you guys? What's been new? How was that Norma Jean show?
Norma Jean show. Was
Because I
real
just had
fun.
Britt from Greyhaven on here to talk about, like, talk it up before the
Okay,
show
sick.
happened.
Yeah.
So you can give me the play-by-play on how it went down.
Yeah, it was really good.
We walked in, and the venue was way bigger than anything we'd ever played in, so it was definitely interesting. So Art Sanctuary should be a really cool spot for Louisville in the next probably like year or so.
Yeah, they're
all
doing the
shows that they're
Dead
doing
Fest thing there.
there. Yeah.
Are you guys playing Dead Fest?
No.
We
We'll
will
be on tour.
We will be on
Oh,
tour
really?
for that, actually. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
So-
So when you say it's a big place, do you mean like...
It's kind of like a warehouse almost whenever you walk in. The ceilings are super high. It's like it's almost like a box, like a big box.
really big.
Yeah,
like Expo 5?
yeah, kind of bigger.
Like,
Except,
not that, probably not as long.
Yeah.
But
Could you
as-
park an airplane in it or
Yeah.
something?
yes.
A small one.
Yes,
small
Small
Cessna.
airplane.
They have like a giant like industrial garage door that I'm assuming
Right.
that like the only reason why they would have that there is to like bring like semi trailers into the building. So
Gotcha.
like,
And that
it's-
was just the main area. They
Yeah,
have like the
it's
whole place
huge.
where they have all the art and everything also.
Yeah.
But
That's insane.
it was an awesome venue.
Was the sound legit? good? Or?
Oh yeah, sounded great. I mean, I think Norma Jean backlined the entire show, so I think a lot of that was them. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Well, they
though.
just had like 14 friggin' cabs for some reason.
Pick your favorite one, and we'll just run
Right.
off that.
But no, the show was really cool. The turnout ended up being really good because I was concerned about that. As big as the venue was, like it was a
Oh, what is that there, little
Little Baja Blast.
Okay, guys? You got the Baja Blast in the podcast
Right.
If
here,
you go to Taco Bell and don't get Baja Blast, we're not friends, okay?
dude.
I went there exclusively for Baja Blast. I didn't even eat.
I didn't even eat. I go specifically for the Baja
I was
Blast.
just thirsty, man.
You know, I'm not into Baja Blast. Look at
Really?
us. We are just two opposites right now. Three opposites. I like Kiss, and I hate Baja Blast.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I don't really like Kiss and I don't like Star Wars, so
Hey, you're
Hey, man,
okay
you haven't
in my
even
book.
seen Star Wars.
Oh, dude, the gauntlet has
Okay,
been
well,
thrown down. Apparently,
yeah,
he's
okay.
never seen it.
I've never taken the time out of
fucked.
my life to do that. So.
It's fucked. But we can all agree that a nice cold beverage on a hot day like this, we got our PBRs, we've got
Sponsored
our
by
Coors Lights,
Coors Light.
and our Baja Blasts, guys. So yeah, and so the venue you said was just gigantic, but it sounded good.
Sounded
Yeah,
very
it was cool.
good. The turnout ended up being pretty good. Whenever we were playing, there was less people there, but it ended up filling out. So I mean, it was all good. And we had a great time. Sold some merchandise and covered our expenses to get there. The 20-minute drive down
Right,
there.
so we played like 10 minutes.
That 10-minute
Right.
drive down the road.
Plus, Grey Haven's the best band in the world.
Oh, God.
Dude.
So,
Fantastic
Old
dudes.
Girl, seriously, like
Oh, I love Old Girl
like,
too. I haven't
I've-
thought about them. I got to get them on the podcast.
I've been
Yeah,
sleeping
same
on that
guys,
band,
but-
and that's like the second time I think we've seen them because we played with them at the house show that for the Katie Rowe benefit, like at the Grey Haven
they
house.
didn't play the Norma Jean show.
Huh?
They didn't play the Norma Jean show.
Oh, I'm talking about
Foxbat.
Foxbat. Thank you.
Foxbat, yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
I love-
Foxbat. I really
Ridiculous
like your
band.
band.
Here's the deal. We're going to recount the statement. Old
Sorry.
Girl, we don't even like you all that much.
Yeah,
She's-
Old
no.
Girl's terrible. Worst
Nick
band
sucks at
ever.
guitar.
But Old Girl, if you do want to do the podcast, please hit me up, please.
Norma Jean and Old Girl. I really like both of your old bands. I'm sorry. I just confused your names for a second.
And again,
Foxbat.
you mean Foxbat, not Norma Jean.
Oh my gosh, man.
Dude, I love Foxbat. Actually,
Exit the room.
Clay is my neighbor. Clay just lives like one
Really?
block away
I
from
love
here.
Clay.
So
He's
the
a
first,
really good dude.
first guest on the old Sean versus Wild podcast.
Oh, Hark the
And,
Herald over here.
Oh, Hark the Herald, man.
Back in the day.
You know what's funny is the other day that you mentioned that. The other day I'm over at Clay's house and I was like, hey, I don't know who it was per se, but somebody texted me from a phone number that I had saved in my phone as Hark the Herald. and I was like, what is this all about? And I was like, do you know this number? And he was like, yeah. It's me. So the
That's
whole time I
awesome.
had Clay's number still saved from a decade ago
Right.
on my phone
As Hark the
Hark the
Herald.
Herald.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, Foxbat, killer.
Yeah, great
absolutely
band.
killer band.
Yes, Foxbat, good band. Old Girl, also good band. Norma Jean, first time seeing them, also very good band. I like them.
So for the record here, Garrett loves bands.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
He's a big fan of all
of
bands.
I like
If you have
most
one, he
people's
likes
band.
it.
If you were at that show the other day, loved it.
Hey,
Loved you
promote-
the other
Great
day.
job all around,
And even
guys.
if you didn't, even if you weren't at the show, he loves that. too.
Something somebody said to me a long time ago is promote what you love and not what you hate, and that's one of the best things, and the best pieces of advice anybody's ever given me. Nobody can say anything bad about you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
just love everything.
Well, what's your favorite? What is your favorite? What are some of your favorite bands and stuff like that? Just in general, they don't have to be local.
Oh,
Just in
favorite bands in general. Number one is Rage Against the Machine for me.
I can definitely tell that
Yeah, that's
Guerrilla
the-
Warfare loves Rage Against the Machine.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. I just got to see them at Bonnaroo about a week or so ago, and that was really cool.
You know, I actually got to see Red Hot Chili Peppers just one time, but it was at Bonnaroo, and it was like 2012, I think I went.
But that was sick.
Their live show was way better than I thought it was
Oh,
going
I'm
to
sure.
be.
I watched a lot of it.
I had kind of
YouTube.
low expectations on how good they were going to be live, and they killed it.
No, it was amazing. I got to watch a Chad Smith Flea like bass drum solo in person. And it was. You can check that off my bucket list now. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
It's
badass.
insane. Yeah.
So a drummer talking to another drummer here. I always thought Chad Smith was really
So
good,
pocket.
but when I saw him live, it was next
Dude,
level.
he's one of
how
my
good
favorite
he
drummers.
was.
He's
to
like
watch
the
play.
most like locked in, like and just like super like smooth feel, like or just like grooving. Like I mean,
Exactly.
like these are all just like drummer words that I'm just throwing out here that like make
It's
no
very
sense to other people.
in
But I
the
mean,
pocket.
like it's just like
Right.
he's just very solid. He's like a human click track, and it sounds sounds like smooth and natural when he's doing it too. It's not like locked to a grid.
And he hits hard, man. He's a heavy
Yeah.
hitter.
Yeah.
And I always like that too. Because you can be like super, super good, but if you just like barely like
You gotta hit
kiss
him hard.
the drums.
I hate that.
See, I teach drums right now, and that's like one of the biggest things that I'm trying to teach people is like, hey man, just like, it's okay to be mad at them. Like, just
Right.
hit them like you're mad. Like, just, it's okay.
I tell kids that all the time because I teach rock school. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna hurt it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hit it. Like,
Did you do rock school at Mom's Music?
at Maxwell's.
Oh, Max. Oh, sorry. It used to be called
the
Mom's Music.
formerly known as Mom's Music. There's still one in
Same
Louisville.
owners. Yeah. But yeah, I remember rock school. You want to know a fun story? I'm
Yeah.
going to tell it on the podcast. I don't know if anybody cares.
Sick.
Go for
But,
it.
you know, Mark Maxwell
course.
plays guitar and stuff.
Who's that? Never heard.
Right, of course. I work for
remember-
him 6 days a week.
I remember seeing this. I remember seeing like a show in Jeff in like their like theater stage area
Mm-hmm.
where like it was for rock school, I believe. This was back in like eighth. I was like in 7th or 8th grade, and he was playing like they were playing or whatever, and he goes to do this like rockin' guitar spin, right? Dude?
Oh, no.
And he just throws that guitar and it just sails
Oh,
across
I'm
the
gonna
stage.
talk to him about this tomorrow.
It just takes out like 3 mic stands.
Dude, that is awesome.
But that's great.
That's
I mean,
fantastic.
that's
Oh my gosh.
But how many times has that happened to anybody out on the road?
Right.
That's some America's Funniest Home Videos type stuff right there. Send that in.
We used to always,
That dude.
we used to always say no guitar spins ever. That was like the first rule of our
Get away
band.
from the mic when
Hey
I
man,
take sips
you
of
know,
the
get that Baja
Blast,
Blast in, bro.
right.
I want you to enjoy it. I want the
Sipping.
listeners to enjoy
Right,
it.
apparently.
I think people know how good Baja Blast is or
They
isn't.
know, right.
So make your own judgment about Baja Blast, guys.
Get
Don't
back
just
to us
listen
in
to
the comments.
I really don't drink a lot. Like, I mean, like honestly, like I didn't drink soda for about like a year or two or something like that. And then the only my line was Taco Bell's Baja Blast. That was that was my cheat day.
Right,
It was like
yeah.
anytime I'd go to Taco Bell, I'd get soda. So
Yeah, I gotta. That Baja Blast like really just ruined your life because you were doing so well and not drinking soda. And now, look at you. You probably got 3.
Because it's like 15 Cokes.
Yeah.
and
Are you on
one
3?
thing
I'm
of
on 3 Baja
Blast.
Blasts a day, guys.
and now I'm just back on my bullshit and drinking whatever I want and beer and soda and whatnot. But we're not smoking cigarettes anymore, so it's good.
There you go, dude.
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
cigs for G anymore.
No cigs for G. Don't give me one ever.
ever.
Punch me in the face if I ask for one.
You guys heard it first, right here on the Sean versus.
Do
This
it.
is an exclusive, guys.
it.
It's gonna. So show went well. Well, what do you guys coming down the pipeline here in the next month or so? Got a tour coming up.
Doing our tour next month.
Yes, sir.
What are the deets? Give me the hot deets. Give the listeners all the hot deets on stuff like that.
The official dates are not actually released yet. I believe it
Another
starts.
Sean versus Wild exclusive. Guys.
Right.
Yeah, the
You
official
heard it
dates
here
are not
first.
actually released yet. I believe it starts in North Carolina, and then there's about 3 or 4 dates in Florida spread around. There's a big show in Florida that we're doing with Sabella, Unity, and a couple of other bands that should be really cool. I'm really excited about that one. Then we're going over to Mississippi, and I think we play Louisville on August 8th. So August 8th for Louisville is the date.
Hometown crowd,
Yes.
8-8. Put it in
8-8.
your fucking Google
Bam.
calendar right now.
Bam.
Yes, sir.
Bam.
And then we'll be in Texas for a good bit of it too. I think we've got 2 or 3 dates on Texas, I believe.
Have you guys
Texas
ever?
is wild.
Have you guys been to Texas yet?
Once.
We have been to Texas. We played Texas on the last tour that we did with that bomb.
Amarillo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you
It
go
was-
to
it was
Amarillo,
wild.
it's very flat.
Someone skateboarded
Yes.
on a broken chair in the pit.
It was wild.
Nice.
It was
It was
very.
insane.
here's a fat kid tip. Next time you're in Amarillo, you're gonna want to go to the donut stop.
Okay.
All right,
I will
so
remember this.
It's called the Donut Stop, and they have cherry glazed donuts. So it's like a donut, but it has like red cherry frosting, kind of looks like
yeah, that
candle
sounds
wax.
delicious.
All right, I'm gonna do
John
that.
Brayboy's family's from Amarillo, and he made us go literally one time. We were just driving through the vicinity, and we stopped to get donuts and then get back on the road.
Right on.
And they're very tight.
My 21st birthday will actually be when we're in Texas. And which
Really?
I'm
Celebrate
like,
with
I'm
these
kind
donuts,
of, which
bro.
is kind of bittersweet because I mean, like, I'll be on tour on my birthday, which is really cool. But at the same time, like, no offense, Texas, it's really flat there, and like, there's
Right,
not a
it's
lot of
hot.
scenery. It's very hot, and the people there, they're nice. I won't lie, but it's just very hot. Okay,
It is very
it's just
hot.
very hot.
It's-
Don't get me wrong, like,
We might melt out there. We're
Right.
not built for that sort of
Yeah,
thing
no.
here in the Ohio Valley.
nah.
So, how did you guys? Let's do a little backstory.
Okay.
Just because I've seen you guys play, and I've talked to you before, Foster, and I remember you were kind of telling me that this was like a project that you guys formed while you were still in college.
Yeah, well, what happened, me and Garrett have been playing together for years, really long time, and we just like started jamming, and he was planning on moving to Atlanta. So I also moved to Atlanta.
Okay, here's what happened. Okay, we started the band.
Happened was
right.
We started the band. I wanted to go to Atlanta to get better at drums. Basically, was what it was, because I saw AIM, Atlanta Institute of Music, and thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
Right.
And like went and checked it out, and was like, I'm sold on it. Need to go. Need to get better. Well, I approached him with this idea and was like, hey, we should do this. It'll be a great idea. And I was like, how much do you really want to be an English teacher? Let's be honest. So I was like, I know you're like 2 years into you, but like, how much do you really want to be an English teacher? It sounds way cooler to rock out for the rest of your life. So that's what the plan was just try and rock out. And I convinced our vocalist of the band at the time to come along with us, and he did the guitar program with us as well. And a buddy of ours named Dan also came.
He just came.
Came with us
He
to
just
hang
came
out.
and hung out in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Fuck it, I'll move. I don't care.
Yeah, he said fuck it, just came down.
So we live with 4 people in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, 4 in a 2-bedroom, and lived there for about a year and a half. And I mean, it was definitely interesting, but we made it work. I mean, paid all our bills, paid rent. I mean, covered it the entire time we were playing shows and doing stuff. Which was the biggest thing that we had a problem with, was we pretty much moved our entire band down there, minus our bassist, which
We've had a rotating list.
we've
of
had a
bass players.
rotating list of bass players over the last 2 years. Which, sorry about that, just kind of the way things worked. But
right, dude. That's it. Band
Trevor
life
forever.
in general.
yeah,
Trevor for eternity.
yeah. Hopefully, like, yeah, Trevor's like locked in now, because it's been like a hell of a time trying to like lock something. We had a fill-in bassist for a while, and we made him a permanent part of the band, and like he ended up not being able to get out of school, and just the way things worked out.
Yeah.
And Trevor's here now, and like we have him in the band. And
I'm gonna give a big shout out to Trevor Neely, which is it's probably not the first time I've
No,
given a shout
or
out
the
to
last.
him, or the
Will
last
not be the
Right.
last
on the
either.
Sean vs. Wild podcast.
The
Trevor,
Bogs.
I need to get you on the show.
Yeah, come
Again,
on.
More people that need to be
We
on the
gotta talk
show.
a bunch of shit so you can come on and
Who
redeem
actually
himself.
knows Trevor's name is Boggs? Trevor T. Boggins.
T. Boggins.
T. Boggins. Son.
Yeah, I got some funny Trevor Neely stories.
I want to get Trevor Neely and Juwan Dunn from Skyscraper
Yeah,
Stereo.
he's
that'd be
hilarious.
He
too.
hates Star Wars.
I know he
Trevor
does.
loves Star Wars, and I just want to be the mediator. I want
That's
to be
awesome.
like a debate or something like that.
Oh,
Is
this would be
Star Wars good?
fantastic.
And go.
Man, Trevor is the man, though. I called him about, excuse me, a
It's the
month
beers.
before tour.
These PBRs are just making.
Right.
The beers.
And I had Chinese food because I hate my body. I called Trevor
Oh, wow.
about a month before we left. I was like, hey, buddy. So what are you doing in like a month?
And thank
He's like,
God.
probably fucking delivering pizza. Like, yeah, probably. You want to go on tour and not deliver pizza? You want to come play bass for a tour? He was like, yes. And then I went over to his house like a week later and he learned all the songs
Yes.
on his own.
Fantastic.
So
Sick. So
thank
he
you.
went and it was the greatest thing ever. And he drove every day of tour. He drove for like probably 65% of the tour out of 6 people in this band.
With that being said, though, I will give a standing ovation to both bassists we've had in the band. Alan, we still love you, okay?
Right.
We're sorry.
You're my best
But Alan's
friend,
like
Alan.
off, like him and like his roommate bought an RV and they're just traveling around the country doing like crazy shit.
doing
right
Into the
now.
Wild.
Which is awesome, because
Right.
like that's the greatest thing in the world that I could ever hear.
So Alan.
But Alan literally learned our set like in 2 or 3 days time, because our initial bass player like dropped off, or like was supposed to come down to play the show with us, our first show that we booked
We had
in
a
Georgia.
fill-in, and the fill-in told us Friday that he couldn't do the show Sunday.
Yeah.
So Alan,
Oh, that's convenient.
I called Alan because he drove through the parking lot of our apartment complex, listening to like "As I Lay Dying"
Yeah,
one time.
something
He's like, "Hey man," because he's super redneck.
Super
Doug.
country.
He
Yeah.
literally was like, "Hey man, you like to rock?" He's like, "You like metal?" I was like,
Oh my
"Yeah."
God, I love
so he like
that
got my phone number. I called him the next day. I was like, "Hey, we need a bass player for this show right now." He's like, "All right, man. I think my
I'm gonna
roommate
be
has a
there."
bass somewhere."
Country Al. Country Al is the man.
Jesus.
But hell yeah. Trevor also smacked it out and learned all the songs in an incredibly short amount of time.
And
so
he just made tour so fun.
yes, the greatest human being and the most fun person to be
Yeah,
around.
dude.
Did you see the other day that Kevin, Trevor just came back from vacation?
Sure.
Like Kevin Nash's son.
Oh my god.
I told him he needed to
This
get
is
out
too
suite
good.
out the
This
window
is too
right
good
now.
to make up. So apparently, like, I don't know the context of
love
Kevin Nash
wrestling.
because I'm not as much into wrestling as Foster is. but apparently pro wrestler Kevin Nash showed up at this place where his son is apparently
Diesel.
like
Big Daddy Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Showed up.
Right.
His son was apparently
Laughing
working at the
flush.
motel that Trevor was staying at, the hotel that his parents were staying at whenever they were in Florida, and
He got turned down for a job.
he got
went to
turned
this
down for a
motel.
job. Basically, Kevin Nash shows up very irate, and apparently it's a normal thing that happens there.
At this
The
motel,
cops came.
Kevin
and,
Nash and his son fuck up the motel staff and call the police. Apparently,
He gave them the jackknife power.
exactly.
Foster, I'm glad to hear that you're a wrestling fan.
I am a
Dude, I'm a
wrestling
ride or
fan.
die wrestling fan.
Hell
I
yeah.
love it so much.
Me too.
Do you watch it now?
I do.
You watch NXT?
I don't watch NXT very much.
I would highly recommend you checking it out.
I like the glorious.
Yeah, Bobby
I
Roode.
like Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's a badass. He looks like your dad.
He looks like he looks
Just
like
your
everyone's
dad.
dad.
Exactly.
I always said he looks like your brother-in-law. Like he just looks
Yeah.
like somebody that would be your brother-in-law
Yeah.
or an uncle.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, wrestling. That's my jam right there. Actually,
Definitely.
but yeah. So big shout out to LT Boggins though.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
He's a great dude, and also if you can find anybody that can drive on tour, that's like
Oh
a big
my
plus.
goodness.
Yo, for real, that dude
Seriously?
can drive for days at a time.
He's unstoppable.
As long as you don't pull over. If you can just keep going, he won't get tired. If
It's
we have to
crazy.
get gas, he's gonna like knock out.
I did watch Trevor like neck an entire pack of cigs like on one drive to Colorado though, which was crazy. Like, I mean, granted the drive was very long, but it was smashed in like less than like 10 hours probably.
Yeah.
Dude, we became driving pros back in Baby Yeah. Like we would do tours that started in like Los Angeles, which is a 30-hour drive, and we would knock out 30-hour drives in like 34 hours.
Yeah.
Where
to stop for
much,
gas.
where it's like literally
Exactly.
like the only time that you would stop would be for gas and
Yeah.
then food, but
Yes.
most of the time we were like just get food wherever we stop.
Yeah, we've barely ever stopped to like sleep, that's like
Right.
almost a thing that like never happens. We only stop like once we are at the place we're going, or once
We need
we're
gas
like
or food or
yeah,
something.
pretty much.
Yeah, we always just rotated drivers. Like, so two people would be up and two people would sleep.
Yeah.
And then just rotate like that.
And plus, it's just way more stress free. Like waking up and you're already there at the venue, or you're already there in the location that you need to be. Like you just might as well just like get it over with and get it out of the way, rather than doing it on the back end. So
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, what the heck's been going on, dude? You know, Foster, I got to talk about this. I made a little comment off the record, OTR, if you will. And you are fantastically dressed. And every time I see you, you're fantastically
That's
dressed.
funny.
So, what's the secret, man? What's the secret to
just
looking
shop at
cool in
Target.
this day and age?
shop it.
Have your mom buy you clothes like once every 5 years, and then just wear those clothes in every combination.
Just have your mother pick
I'm
it
just kidding.
up. Foster, you're such a good boy.
No, go to Target, man.
Hey, shout out Foster's mom. Very nice lady. Very
Lovely
very nice
lady, man.
Marsha's cool.
Marsha's
I
a
like
cool
her.
lady.
She's got great taste and style. I
Yeah.
like what she's done here.
Yeah, thanks.
I like what she's done here. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Here we are, a few minutes into the podcast already, and yeah, you got a song that you have provided for. You have prepared a piece
Yeah.
for
Yes,
the
sir.
show today.
We have.
Called "Crucify Me." Why don't you give me the rundown? Give me the deets.
We
I'm
wrote
all
it
about the deets,
before
guys,
a show
in case
one
you're
day.
curious.
We were like, "Hey, we need another song because our set's not."
Yeah,
long
we
enough."
needed another song because our set wasn't long enough.
And I just played some bullshit, and we turned it into something pretty cool.
Made something that sounded tough, and it was nice and groovy, and like had a solid like something that you could throw some bars over top of. And Chan had some lyrics ready, and basically like the subject matter of the song is people that want to use religion and take advantage of the people that are naive enough to believe if they give enough money they can buy their way into heaven, to the church, that is. People like Joel Osteen and Joyce Mayer that pretty much just fill their pockets and
Right,
like,
exactly.
Just like
It's a
I mean,
business.
It's
Private
a business.
jets for
100
Jesus.
Yeah, private jets for Jesus, man. Like it's fucked. Like
gov.
it's insane to me. But yeah, basically the song is fuck these people.
Right,
that
exactly.
stand for this shit because I don't. And like,
I think that it's like having a religious something or another, like having something that like brings your life together or whatever, gives you some sort of clarity at the end of the day is awesome.
No, that's-
yes,
And I think
100%
that-
agree with that.
And I just think that the people that are shitty enough to abuse
Yes.
that, like to take advantage of that,
Right, exactly.
to make $1, It's the worst.
And see, like, the worst thing about it is, like, that's kind of with anything, though, is if there's something there to help people, or if there's, like, an entity that's made for people to be helped by, like, for example, government assistance and things like that, there's always going to be somebody to take advantage of that system, but you can't, like, entirely discredit the whole thing because of those people. Now, I'm not saying an entirety religion is bad, but I'm saying the people that want to take advantage of it and use it for shit like that, fuck those people.
It's the lowest. It's just like the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Kind of. Because, I mean, you're just like taking advantage of, like, I mean, people just think
it's like old people that they're taking advantage
exactly.
of.
Yeah,
people that don't have really the money to
give.
give.
Google. The people that they're turning on fucking basic cable at 2 a.m. when their dialysis machine is going off behind them. Like,
well, you know,
maybe this guy will help me.
I just feel like that's kind of a common thing. It's like the people that like don't have it to give are more willing to give.
Yes, and that's like the most fucked up thing about it.
Yeah,
is because it's just like these are good people,
right?
That are just getting fucked.
Yeah,
right,
I mean, like, it's for lack of better words. Sorry, I really enjoyed that statement. Sorry.
Yeah, but
say a lot of F words around here.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what? It's the internet. You can say whatever you want.
Yes, you can.
And I will allow it.
And this is Guerrilla Warfare, and we say what we want when we want. And if you don't like it, get over it.
Yes, I would.
What the?
I just bleep it out.
Okay, Epic Mealtime was great for that. That was like the one thing that made Epic Mealtime funny for me was the chicken noises in the background and the Angry Bird sounds.
All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the song. So this is Guerrilla Warfare with Crucify Me.
Tripping out, you need to open up your eyes and shut your fucking mouth.
All right, yeah, listeners out there, Crucify Me by the Guerrillas of the Warfares.
Great Guerrilla Welfare.
That's our new band name.
Yes, sir.
By Guerrillas of Warfare. Dude, having a band like Baby Yeah, people mess that name up, just flub the
I
name.
couldn't even imagine.
My favorite, the best thing anyone can ever do for me is tag my band in a flyer. Tag us on Facebook where they see the correct spelling, and then still fucking spell it wrong.
That's my favorite
on the
thing.
flyer. Like, you see the name.
You literally
see the name.
Our name's literally
at the
there.
same time.
Yeah.
It's still, the Guerrillas of Warfare.
It's like the people. That's like the people that'll like message you on Facebook and spell your name wrong. Like, hey Garrett, and like spell with like one R and like four T's or some shit. Like,
right?
How'd you get this?
How did you do this? But yeah, listening to that song, I gotta say, definite. I mean, I guess the safe bet would say definite Rage Against the Machine vibe.
Oh yeah.
But I also feel, to just go a little bit deeper than that, I feel like that kind of sells you short if I would just say, hey, this sounds, it has a very Rage Against the Machine vibe, because I picked up a lot of 90s, especially mid to late 90s, very early 2000s metal in there. Which that's kind of a new direction, because I don't know, there's not many bands out there that I've listened to that are actually going in that route. I know a lot of hardcore, a lot of metal, or somebody wants to be more new metal, or somebody wants to be more 80s metal or power metal or whatever it is. But that's a kind of an uncharted, for me at least. Like, that was an awesome time in my life too. Like the music, I love that music.
Right.
So I don't hear a lot of new music in that vein. So it's a treat for me.
Awesome.
I appreciate
I love
it,
it,
man.
So.
Thank you very much. No, I mean, like, as far as like the metal, like hardcore influences, I know that Foster is really into Terror a whole lot, and I mean, like, a lot of our song structure and stuff like kind of comes from influence of that, and just like classic hardcore bands and things along those lines, or just like the throwback bands,
especially A Suburban Blood Drive.
Oh yeah,
that
man.
was my biggest influence. I told Cliffy I would sneak that in at some point.
Perfect.
I told him we were doing
hey,
that.
shout out Nick Dittmeyer. If you're not busy with the Sawdusters,
Right.
let's talk about Suburban Blood Drive one day.
Right.
So, actually, I saw an A Suburban Blood Drive T-shirt.
Did you really?
I hung out with Devin yesterday, and Devin and I actually are still really close friends or whatever. So I see him pretty regularly, and his wife has an A Suburban Blood Drive T-shirt that I have not seen in
That's beautiful.
15 years probably.
That's
so
amazing.
Ironically, on the note of like influence of the song or whatever, it was like went to music school and did all that fun stuff or whatever. Well, this was like the first song that I like tried to challenge myself like on drums.
The drums are fantastic.
Like the groove like throughout the verses of the songs is like the one thing, like whenever like people see that live, they're like, what are you doing? And it was like, and like Jordan was even like, whenever we recorded the album, he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, dog, like just let me play it, and like I'll show you what I'm doing, and like, it'll be cool.
It'll all come out in the wash, guys.
But,
Trust
that
me
was
on
like the
this.
one that I tried to like challenge myself with, which was a great idea at the time. And now that like I'm doing vocals for the band now, it's kind of like, shit, I set myself up for failure on this.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I've gotten it down now to where I can do that song and like do the vocals at the same time. But let me tell you, it was a hell of a time to try and learn that together.
I should have done something different had I known I would be singing
Oh
these
my
vocals
gosh!
Right.
later.
Yes, 100% would have.
Did you record with Jordan Haynes?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's a name that just keeps coming up on this podcast.
Love Jordan.
I had him on the podcast.
Really? I talked about Jordan for like 2 hours last night.
Really?
Yeah, me and Michael Sanders just sit around and talked about him for like 2 hours.
Dude, awesome producer, awesome engineer, makes the album
Stupid
sound
guitar
good.
player.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't say enough
dude.
good things about Jordan,
Yeah.
honestly.
Jordan
Fantastic
Haynes,
human being.
Really-
if you're still listening to the podcast,
We love you.
we love what you've done here for all of the Louisville bands, because everybody sounds badass.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, seriously.
100% grateful for you. Like, for real, that's like the first thing that anybody says about my band is like, dude, the sound quality is like crazy. And I'm like, yeah. No.
Everybody that played that Norma Jean show records with Jordan. It was that Sponge Patch
100%, yes, yes.
That's great. So and what I guess what inspires you guys with your music? Like, you seem to have like a very socially conscious vibe.
Yes. I just want people to think outside the box, or just like not so much believe everything that you're told and think for yourself, be an individual.
It's not
or
as
like
black
challenge.
and white.
It's not as black and white. There's a whole lot of gray shit out
exactly.
there. There's a ton of gray shit. Like most of the shit's gray, but if you want to
Yeah,
paint,
exactly.
like we're gonna be completely
Most of
honest.
it's
Most of the
gray.
shit's gray. We're gonna be completely honest. But if you want to paint it black and white, you're probably selling yourself short. To be completely honest, just be an individual. Think for yourself and challenge things, if you will, or question.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, challenge everything, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's mostly what we want to. Like, I mean, like we're going to talk about things that like we stand. We're going to stand up for like things that we believe in, or like statements that we think should be made, and talk about societal issues and like controversial things that need to be talked about. Like, I think that one thing that needs to be talked about right now, and I'm writing like concept lyrics and stuff for it, is homophobia.
And that Baja Blast. You're killing it on
Dude,
that.
it's gone.
It's gone, bro.
Is
So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No. One of the things that I think
Sorry.
one of the songs that I'm writing right now for like this new stuff that we're working on that we don't really have anything tracked yet, but we're still writing stuff.
Right.
One of the concepts that I'm working on right now is homophobia in rap music, and I think that that's one of those things that kind of goes unchecked, or kind of just like is something that's kind of been socially acceptable for such a long time, and I don't really know why, or like why that's like the one genre where it's like okay in to be homophobic.
Yeah.
So, but it's things like that, stuff that I just want to talk about, or just yeah.
And you tell me
Words.
too, OTR, also off the record, OTR. You are a big fan of rap music.
Yes,
That's
sir.
been your new like obsession lately.
100%.
What? Well, tell me all about what you like.
I love.
What are you into?
Okay, I'm gonna outright say this. Migos is my favorite thing in the world right now. Migos is 100% my favorite thing in the world right now. Future is a close second. I know like people just love to hate this stuff, but like subjectively, like if some things like aren't just meant to have substance, okay? Like some things are just meant to be fun for the sake of being fun. Like, and that's really what it is they're just having a good time talking about shit that they do. And I mean, like, it's like they're really living these lifestyles most of the time. Like these people like have like a ton of money at this point and like are pretty much the rock stars of this generation. I don't know. It's just like, it's fun. I enjoy it, if you will.
Yeah.
Or like, it's kind of carefree or just kind of,
You know,
I don't know.
it's kind of funny.
Makes me feel good.
You brought that up. I actually was just listening to an interview not too long ago, and I can't remember who it was with, but basically they were just talking about, a lot of people say like rock music is dead, whatever. But they're like, the thing is with grunge or whatever, taking it back to that era, like in the 80s, it was all about being the big rock star. In the 70s, it was all about being the rock star. The
Right.
60s. But once the 90s rolled around and grunge basically were like, well, we want an anti-rock star.
Right.
But they were saying what that did was essentially it let the rappers and rap groups, they are the new rock star. They're the one talking about how badass they are. Yes. They're the one talking about how confident they are.
Right.
And they're the one with the money. They're the ones and it's just basically
Definitely.
a role reversal, but that the rock star still exists. The idea of it exists. It's just not in a rock and roll genre anymore. It's in the rap genre.
I want to do a philosophy, if I ever go for my doctorate in philosophy for some reason, I have that opportunity. I want to do it about the how meta it is that rappers rap about how they rap.
It's true.
That's pretty deep.
That's deep,
I mean,
man.
yeah.
It's pretty Inception. Like
On that
they're
same
rapping
note,
about how they rap.
that's like also like the one thing, the reason like I've come to find this, like the reason why it's called like a rap game, if you will, or like I mean like that sounds like it sounds like so. Never mind. White people, what's up? We are uncultured. Hello. Okay, but I get it now. Like the reason why they call it the rap game is because it's a competition. It's the most competitive genre that there is. Like it's and that's why I feel like that they are like the rock stars of today, is because they are hungry for success.
Yeah.
And, like everybody is trying to be the best, the number one, and like everyone is they're all
so
trying
damn
to
many.
There's so many, but they all are trying to be the best, which is something to appreciate in itself, if you will. Which I feel like is like I feel like that's like a quality that most people should have. You should want to be the best in everything that you do.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny, just in the way the world works, not to get too out there or in thinking or whatever, but you know what? Let's just take the podcast in that direction where, everybody wants to have that participation ribbon.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that we need to get back to being a little bit more competitive and hungry because it's the iron that sharpens the iron. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes people great is having a competitive
You gotta
nature.
want it, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You gotta want it. You
definitely.
gotta go get it.
And the thing is if you don't get it, it's people need to realize if they don't get it, it's because they didn't work hard enough to get it.
Exactly. 100%.
You know?
100% agree with that. If you work hard enough for something long enough, you'll get it.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely.
I feel like if you dedicate your life to something, you will eventually accomplish it.
Yeah. And I mean, any success that we ever had as a band came in the last few after being a band for 10 years.
Right. You guys
know
were
what I'm
around
saying?
for
Man.
fucking ever.
Do you know how long... Okay, let me just run this past you real quick. Do you know how long Bowling for Soup was a band before 1985 hit?
1985 is a cover.
I know that. I actually didn't hear that.
Too. Yeah.
They've probably been around since 1985. That's probably
They were
why
around for a decade.
They were
before
around
that
for
song
11
hit.
years before that song hit.
That's
It's
well,
insane.
Bowling for Soup.
Bowling
That's
for
stupid.
Soup. And that was the only big song that they ever had, really.
yeah.
I mean,
They
there
had
was a
another
handful.
song that was big, and it was a cover also.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, there's just like something to say about lasting longer than everybody else.
You gotta commit to it. Like, you gotta ride that wave for as long as you can.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to.
I mean, you watch you'll see people like boxers or something like that. Somebody that boxes, the thing is you can have a dude that is so strong he'll knock people out in the first round.
Yeah.
But if he can't make it to round 5 without
Endurance,
getting
man.
Yeah, exactly. That endurance. I mean, a boxer that can take a hit
Right.
like Rocky Balboa. You know what I'm saying? A boxer that can take the hit and keep going round after round and outlast and outwork somebody else. I mean, that's just the same with the music business. If you can, or any business that you want to do, if you can outlast everybody and keep taking the hits and keep moving forward.
Also,
That's what it's all about.
one thing that I wanted to say whenever we were on the topic of rock stars and rap music, if you will, we'll jump off this subject. Sorry.
Let's get right back on it.
Kendrick Lamar's new album is the greatest thing that's ever been released.
Oh, man. Did you hear that?
That's a
bold statement. Sorry.
That's ever been released or
ever
just in the
in
rap
all
game?
of time.
Or just in the rap game?
It's a very bold
Right.
statement. Sorry. Everybody should go listen to that album. It's a very,
listen to it.
very, very, very well put together and well thought out album. And there's a lot of conspiracy, or not conspiracy, but there's a lot of fan theory behind the actual concept of the album
I'm into
itself.
that.
Listen through it backwards as well. It makes more sense too.
Walt Disney is actually Kendrick Lamar.
It's true.
He wasn't frozen under the theme park.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's also
The body
another-
of Kendrick Lamar.
Hey,
But no, dead
stranger things have happened.
No, dead ass Kendrick Lamar album, real good. That U2 or the U2 feature is probably the best song on that album too.
Yeah, so
which
I
I
gotta
was really
say,
concerned about that.
Y'all gotta quit hating on U2.
Yes.
People hate on U2 now.
Stop hating on
I
U2.
like U2.
We're talking about you, Dive Bomb.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Dive
Jake,
Bomb.
look at
Dude,
you, Morgan.
Morgan.
I want to talk to you about U2 though. Speaking of marketing geniuses, everybody hated the fact that U2 put that damn album on everybody's iTunes.
No, screw you. If I could put my
Smartest-
album on your iTunes,
Dude.
I'd do it too.
Smartest thing ever.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, dude, if Apple came up to me and goes, "Hey, we're gonna put your podcast on every single phone and
I'd be
an iPod,"
ecstatic. I'd
would you be into
freak
that?
out.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would be definitely into that.
Please,
Oh my
please do that.
gosh.
I would. You know what?
They're like, it's free though. And I'm like, yes,
Even better.
even better, even better.
Oh, they don't have to pay for it. Even better.
Yes,
Right.
Give
Give it to them.
5 million people deleted it and they're pissed. Well, guess what?
There's still
30 other didn't.
Right.
Still making it happen.
Right.
Exactly.
We're fucking U2.
No, that's wild to me.
What kind of music are you into, Foster? You're
I
into
like-
metal and hardcore, aren't you?
A lot.
the
And
most
I'm
part?
not for the most part, though. I listen to...
For the whole part.
Yeah, exclusively. No.
Exclusively metal.
Almost not exclusively metal most of the time
Yeah.
nowadays. I listen to a lot of stuff. I'm really into songwriters and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm into classic funk and R&B and stuff from the 80s and 90s.
You throw
and
some stuff my way. Because I'm
Michael,
into that too.
huge Michael Jackson
Dude.
fan, obviously.
So am I. We are literally standing in the shadow
I
of
know.
a life-size Michael
I
Jackson
know.
cardboard
I saw that
cutout.
when I came in. I'm a huge Michael Jackson
Tour
fan.
Yeah.
was mostly a
Really,
Michael
really
Jackson
big.
playlist. Yeah,
Yeah.
the tour playlist
As it
is
should have been. As
No.
it should be.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
right.
mad about it at all.
No, my tour playlist was the best. I had Weird Al on mine also.
Oh,
The song Albuquerque, it's 12 minutes long. That was on my playlist. Some Stevie Wonder on that playlist. What else was on there?
Here's
Good
a tour
stuff,
tip
dude.
for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
good
if
stuff.
you have Spotify, you're going to want to look up Motown Complete Number Ones.
Oh, yeah, I've
the
been
box
there.
set that came out.
I've been there.
But it's a 13
Yeah.
disc box set, and they're like they had the most successful record label, so they've had like
Yeah.
over 200 number ones, and every
Definitely.
song is straight dro fire. Every single song is great. You just throw that thing on shuffle, and you're good, dude. You
Yeah,
can,
no,
you can go to.
you can't. You
I
can
just
do no wrong
realized. I
with
just
that.
realized what you said, and you just like put two words together, dro and fire, and it's dro
What
fire.
is
I'm
dro?
like,
It was
Fire.
straight, and I just say it in such a.
passive way.
It was straight. How do you say a dro fire?
Right. That's awesome.
So yeah, that's a good one, dude. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Also, Prince. Are you into Prince?
Not as much as I am Michael Jackson. I love Prince.
I
I
like
love all the
Prince.
videos of Prince just telling people to fuck off on stage. Well, he'll be on stage with like Jeff Beck and like 30 Eric Clapton. Everybody will be on stage, and he'll play like an 11-minute guitar solo for the entire segment that all of them were supposed to play.
Yeah.
He just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
If you messed up at one of his rehearsals, he had someone else. Literally, you mess up, he had someone in the hallway waiting to come in and take your part.
Oh, I guarantee it. I mean, if you're Prince,
you mess up one time. I mean, there were albums where he recorded every instrument.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He's a.
I'm a
ridiculous
big
person.
Prince fan. I will say I like Michael Jackson. Prefer Michael Jackson also over
Definitely.
Prince. If people have to have that kind of debate,
Right, but I don't
but
compare
it's
the two.
Not really.
One's a performer and one's
I've
more of
never-
like a serious musician.
I've never
Yeah.
actually heard the two compared until now. Honestly.
Really?
Oh,
This is the
that's
first time.
always
Oh
been
man,
the
that's always been a
conversation.
thing. Prince and Michael
Which
Jackson.
is ironic that I've never heard it before, because now that you mention it, I was like, why is that not a thing that people
Yeah.
talk
Right, no,
about?
that's
No,
a
it totally
huge-
is a
that's
thing
been
people
the
talk about.
thing
It's
the
dumb
whole
and
time.
outside.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
just feel like Michael Jackson's music, as an entertainer, the videos,
Yeah.
everything, much more accessible, much more consumable.
Yeah.
Whereas like Prince is always just kind of like, this is my music. I'm going to put out a shit load of it,
Right.
and some of it's going to be good, and some of it's not
be
going to be all
awful.
that great. And then, but you're still going to get it, but only on my terms.
Yeah,
so it's not like
exactly.
as accessible
Yeah.
as.
Right.
Where
Exactly.
MJ, like his family's chomping at the bit to re-release a greatest
Right,
hits album. He gets a
exactly.
greatest hits album every year.
Right,
you know?
exactly. Did
They're
you
like-
listen to that album they put out, the Escape album of the new songs?
I did listen
really
to it.
good.
Not too
'Cause They
bad.
did that cool thing where they had like all the original versions.
Yeah.
Then they had new producers come in and rework all the songs with the original vocal tracks.
Yeah.
And make them like their modern songs. It was really cool.
There
I
is
like
a-
that album a lot. Actually.
There's actually a song on it called "Slave to the Rhythm."
Yeah, that song's fantastic.
And when we recorded our first album, we recorded it with our producer worked for Def Jam at the time.
Dope.
Well, had
Nice.
just left Def Jam.
That's sick.
And he was like, "You're a Michael Jackson fan." He knew, he saw my Michael Jackson tattoo, and he's like, "I got to show you something." And I was like, "All right, cool." And he actually showed me the vocal track, because it was just vocal only, to "Slave to the Rhythm," and this was in like 2010. Vocals only. So you hear MJ singing, but you also hear him like clapping and snapping and doing all like
That's the coolest thing.
small vocal things in there. And it blew my mind. And then it came
That's
out,
incredible. Yeah,
5
that's
or 6
awesome
years
that you heard
later
that.
on an album, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is it.
Shit, that's awesome that you got to hear that.
Did you see the MJ hologram?
Oh, of course.
Man, who would you want most to be hologrammed? Who would you pay the most money to see hologram?
Pay the most money to see hologrammed. Ooh.
If they did a Beatles hologram or an Elvis hologram, I'd
I was
be
about to
all
say, I
over
was
that.
like,
I don't give a
Elvis-
shit about Elvis.
Elvis would be really cool, honestly, for me.
I'd like
that'd
to see
be
a
really
Biggie
cool.
one. A big
Yeah.
fan.
They did a Tupac hologram
Yeah, I
already.
did see that.
Tupac hologram has already been done. It's not as cool anymore.
It's not as cool anymore.
No.
It lost its.
I would like to see a Blues Brothers hologram.
Ah.
Okay.
I would see a Blues Clues hologram. I heard
dude.
Steve died. No, I'm kidding. He didn't really
he's
die.
not dead. He's dead. Don't
That was
Don't spread the lies.
that was the big conspiracy theory when I
Yeah,
was a kid. Steve
definitely.
died, bro.
No, I remember hearing that. He's
Yeah, man.
addressed it on the internet.
Well, you haven't seen the Star Wars. Did you see Rogue One?
Oh, of course.
What do you think about it when
Like 8
movies
times.
do the CGing of passed away celebrities that like because they CG'd Princess Leia and they
If I
CG'd
wouldn't have known,
Grand
I would.
Moff Tarkin or whatever.
If I wouldn't have known that
Technology is crazy,
Tarkin is obviously dead because he was like fucking 80 when the original movie came out, obviously very dead. If I wouldn't have known he was dead, I would have thought that was him.
Yeah, like
And I don't-
technology is so insane right now. Like,
Man, I don't give a shit of ethics for that. That's stupid. Put him in the movie. If his family's cool with it, that's a character.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a real person.
It's just
in
crazy
the
to
Star
think
Wars
that
universe. It's cool that they can do that. I think
that could be like the next
it's
wave of
awesome.
the future. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see a movie starring an actor that has been dead for. You could see a movie with starring James Dean
Like
right
some
now.
Right.
Black Mirror type shit we're talking about right
Right.
now. Have you
Dude.
seen that show?
Oh, loved it.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh,
Love Black Mirror.
Such a good show.
I've only got to
Stresses
see
me
a few
out.
episodes,
Man,
but yeah, that's
you
the
need to
problem. It
watch
does
all
stress
that.
you out
Yeah.
because you're just
Yeah,
like, this is
man.
real.
I'm like, this could totally happen
His headphones
right
are
now.
super loud right
This is 100% based in reality.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do I sound weird?
No, dude, you sound fantastic.
Okay.
How do you sound?
I sound weird in my headphones.
How do you really?
but yeah.
Well, tell you what, guys.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
Let me just drop this down for you a notch. First time in recorded history, the headphones have ever been too loud because I can't ever hear anything.
now. That's funny.
So yeah. Well, yeah, guys. So here we are. We're in the 45-minute mark.
Yeah.
Where are we going to go from here, bro? That's the real
man.
question. So let's talk about. By the way, we meant to. I meant to bring this up earlier, but Justice for None.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about you recorded with Jordan Haynes. Justice for None
Sure.
is the name of the album.
Yes.
And you said it's been out for
About a year, almost
about a year. Where can people find the album?
Anywhere that albums are typically found. It's
You
on
can find
Bandcamp,
it-
Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iTunes,
All those
that
things.
shit.
All that shit.
Google Play.
Bandcamp would be the
YouTube.
coolest place you can buy because that goes straight to us and doesn't like take any fees or anything out. I
Right.
don't think. But
There's like a million Russian websites.
Yeah,
If you Google the name
you
of the
can-
album, you can find it.
you can find it in more places to illegally download it than you can
So-
to actually purchase it. So
I
however
believe
you
in
get
you.
it, fuck it.
You can
go
find
for
it.
Go for it.
What do you think about people downloading your music?
Go
I'm
for it.
it.
That's the way I felt about it
I'm
too.
100% for it. The more people that hear it, the better.
Yeah.
That's how I
Right.
feel. No matter how you hear it or in what context.
Right, yeah, I
I'm
don't
cool
care.
with it.
I mean, in certain ways, I'm just like, I always want people to download my music because I just feel like I'm at a level where it's like, the money would be good, but I need you to listen to this.
Right,
I need your
please.
criticism and feedback,
Right.
and I need you to like it or not like it and tell your friends about why you hated it or liked it.
Right.
However you get it, by any means necessary, that's
Right.
fine with me.
Definitely.
But then I'm just like, man, that probably sucks if you're like, Justin Bieber and you missed out on, 10 million albums sold. But then I'm just like,
Justin
why am I
Bieber
supposed to
makes
feel
$1
bad?
million a show. He can lick my
That's the
butthole.
thing. Like that's the thing that like kills me about this is like the whole like concept of like making money from like actual record sales or like streaming services. Like I've like discredited that like altogether at this point. Like if we are to ever like make any like real money in this band, it will never ever ever be because of that shit.
You just got to get a lot
Yeah.
of fucking plays
Yeah.
I mean like
for
that's
anything to ever come financially.
and like
from
even
that.
like the streaming service stuff, like they're still trying to get that regulated because you're making like a fraction of a penny for every stream or
Yeah.
something like that. Like it's not even like cents on a dollar. It's
Right.
like,
I
we're
mean,
talking-
it kind of makes sense because if they were like throwing
Right.
pennies for a play, that'd be a lot of money.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'd be a billionaire by
Right.
now. Yeah, well, I heard that
I'd
too.
have at least $5.
I'd be at least, man, be able to go get some Subway, man, get a foot long.
No, as far as like
Subway wise.
like album sales and like record sales or anything like that, it was like that's like so far out of like my concern for like ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it'll just like never be a concern for me ever again, probably because of the digital age, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it's just one of those things, though. Like, I mean, you need money to survive, though, because that's the biggest thing. It's like you can only tour out of your pocket by working your own
Exactly.
side job for so long
Right.
before you need to take it to a level where you make money.
Right.
Those are the people that are suffering.
It's the merch game.
Right.
Much like life in general.
Right.
It's not the people down here or the people up here that
Exactly.
suffer so much. It's those people right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's me.
And I mean like the one that is like a really like odd challenge like we're going through right now is like trying to find a way to like consistently like stay on the road but also still like have money to like have your own place or have
Lives.
the ability to pay a bill
Or
the
eat
ability
dinner.
or eat
Right.
dinner or like anything of the sort or like have money for anything.
It's the constant struggle in
it's
the
a
rock
constant
game.
struggle, yeah.
Out in this rock game.
Yeah, dude.
See what I did there? I
what
took the
I'm all
rap
about.
game thing, made it relevant
Game,
to us.
bro.
Time to play the game.
Exactly.
I like your
Play
band.
the
I like your
game.
band too, bro.
I like your. So, Foster, by the way, Gene Simmons was an English teacher.
Yeah.
Turned
I didn't know
musician. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
See, here you are dogging on Kiss.
I mean-
okay, OTR.
Man,
Dog
I
it
have
on
this
Kiss.
conversation every day. A guy I work with has seen Kiss 37 times.
Yeah.
I
Has he
think
got a
that's the
phone number?
number.
Maybe I'd like to hang out with that guy.
Yeah, dude, he's cool. He
got a
works at
phone number or something, bro?
Maxwell's House of Music. His name is Mike. He's got a mohawk.
Mike with Mohawk. Hey,
Mohawk Mike. That's what we call him.
That's sick.
so that's right down the street. All right, guys. Well, give out. I need the deets for all the listeners out there. Where can they find you guys? Where can they see you guys? I know you said out there on, that your music is out there pretty much. It's Spotify.
We have the same handle for every account that we have. So like
G
Twitter.
Warfare Band.
Yes, sir. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and also Bandcamp as well. It is G Warfare Band on everything.
Yes.
No
And
punctuation, no spaces, no bullshit. G Warfare.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
that should be your next T-shirt. No punctuation, no spaces, no bullshit.
It actually reads out as Warfare Band. We get
Yeah, I
tagged.
just
We get
remember
tagged
that.
in Guar shit all the time on Instagram, and people
Yeah,
are
it's
trying
really
to tag
tight.
Guar in or something. So yeah, it's
Well,
great. I love it.
we'll be
Hey.
going on tour from the July 28th, it looks like,
Yes.
to the 11th of August with Repressed, Madtown, and Burn Book.
Yeah.
The names of the bands. I'm looking at it right
Should be
here.
cool.
Oh man,
On the flyer thing,
went
on
to
the gram.
Gore Fair.
The old Warfare.
Warfare.
I guess there could be. That's a brilliant marketing scheme. Like, dude,
Oh yeah, it's totally. That was my plan all along.
the plan all along, bro. We're gonna
Well, it's
tap
just-
into the Guar market.
People just like have a really hard time spelling gorilla for some reason, or like they think it's the animal. So I'm just like, fuck it, we'll just take it out entirely. We'll just leave it as a G.
Just leave it as Guar
There's
Fair.
there's some like there's this band of like 50-year-olds
Oh,
in
yes.
Tennessee called Guerrilla Warfare, like the fucking animal.
Like the animal.
And some dude got mad at us for having
We've had
this
multiple
name.
people get mad at
You
us.
guys stole that name
You guys-
from Billy Bob in Tennessee.
Oh,
Billy Bob in Tennessee, if you're
Right.
listening.
Guerrilla Warfare from Tennessee? No,
Right.
it's fucking not. It's not even spelled the same.
This is Guerrilla Warfare,
play
not
Motorhead, I'm sorry.
Guerrilla Warfare. What if people tune into the podcast, listeners? If you tuned into this podcast thinking you're hearing Guerrilla Warfare,
Right, if you think you're hearing the dads from Tennessee,
Those are not us. I apologize.
just hit me up. On,
they have Razorback guitars.
They
I'm
do
not
have
cool
some.
enough for that.
They do have some sick like camouflage cowboy hats though. I
Yeah,
do remember
I've
that.
seen 'em.
It's
Bro.
badass, and the facial hair is on.
If you guys want to do a
point.
cowboy hat trade,
yes,
you know our handle.
we
You know
don't
our
do.
handle.
We
Just
don't do.
spell your name differently and you'll find us.
Yeah, we don't do merge trades anymore, but we will do cowboy hat trade.
Yeah.
from now on.
Yeah.
And let me ask you a question: who's your favorite singing drummer besides yourself? You don't see that very often.
Phil Collins.
Yeah, I heard Phil Collins today.
Fucking dude from the Eagles.
Yeah,
Bam.
yeah, that's a good one too.
No, actually, well,
What's his
I was
damn
gonna say
name?
the most talented one that I've seen so far was probably Dean Castronovo for Journey, but he got into like a huge like law or like not lawsuit. But
Are you thinking
he
of
got-
Joe Walsh?
He got into like some
Or Don
huge
Henley?
trouble
Don
for like,
Henley, son.
for like beating his wife or something like that.
Oh,
so
shit,
fuck
not
that
cool.
guy.
Yeah.
Not cool.
But he was really talented before he was
The
a
dude from
fucking dipshit. Yeah.
Man, Journey's awesome.
Yeah, Journey's sick. Yeah.
Journey's
I
not
love
awesome.
rock and roll. Journey is totally
Man,
awesome.
Don't Stop Believing. Literally my least favorite song.
That song sucks.
On the planet,
Lights.
the
Are you
worst.
kidding me though? Lights.
Fun story. I went
a
to
great
eat
song.
some hot wings just moments ago.
Yeah.
And Journey played, followed by Phil Collins.
Yes.
And then they played John Mellencamp. Another. I couldn't.
I love John Mellencamp. I
Man.
don't care what anyone says about him.
I don't mean for this.
John Cougar.
The end of this podcast really tails off into a weird direction, guys.
We're just talking about John Mellencamp
But let's
right
be
now.
honest here.
John
John Mellencamp
Scratch my John Cougar CD.
is gonna
Coug.
has a lyric in a song about a dude that's sucking on a fucking chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze.
He's probably talking about Polly's.
I'm
He's
just-
from around here, dude.
I'm just saying, man. Like that's the best line.
It's not unlikely.
You're not
He's talking
sipping
about
on a
Polly.
Diet
Man,
Coke.
so my
No,
dad-
you're sucking on a chili dog.
my dad.
Best lyric you can come up with, Cougar.
My dad is convinced that John Cougar Mellencamp is the greatest songwriter of all time. And whenever we listen to John Cougar Mellencamp,
We've had this conversation.
my dad, like, he'll sing a line like, "So don't you know that's how Tasty Freeze," and then my dad will repeat the lyrics back like that. Like I didn't understand it. He's like, "R-O-C-K in the USA," and it's like, "Rock in the USA," right?
Yeah.
He, like,
You know what I'm
explain-
saying?
He just
You know what's-
restates
you
the
know-
lyric after John Mellencamp sings it, like it's supposed to have some big philosophical, like
Dude,
Bob
did you hear
Dylan
what he
meaning
said there?
twist
My
behind
dad-
it.
My dad literally does the same shit, but with Van
Like it's
Halen
Ernest
songs.
Hemingway.
With Van Halen songs and Brad Paisley songs. Honestly, dead ass.
Dude,
My
the
dad
Paze
does the same
plays
shit.
great guitar.
Man. Oh, yeah, he's a good
Paze is a
fantastic.
shredder.
Yeah,
Shredder.
Shout out Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, shredders, low key.
Low
Not
key
even
shredders.
low key, high
No,
key.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your dad's probably just like, did you hear what he said? I brought my pencil. Huh?
Give me something to write on.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks so much for stopping in here on a Sunday and having a couple beers with me and having a good conversation with me. And I want my listeners out there, definitely check out Guerrilla Warfare, GUERILLA.
R
Double R.
ILLA.
Double R.
Hold on, check.
Damn it.
I-double-L-A.
Watch me. What did I say?
Run it back. You said one R.
No, I didn't.
Guys,
I
it's,
thought you totally
it's
said one
G Warfare Band on everything, so it's nice and easy.
GUERRILLA.
GUERRILLA.
Hooked on phonics.
See, I think you
with
were.
G Warfare Band.
That's exactly how I would spell it, and that's basically what I said. I'm
People
pretty
say
sure.
Warfare. They put
I think-
WAREFARE.
Look, guys.
Where do you get off?
Where do you get
This is a sensitive subject for us.
Yeah.
GUERRILLA.
Fed up.
We're fed up.
Maybe I did it one R. Fuck it. You know what? This is my podcast. I'm going to edit that shit to where it sounds great.
Yeah.
Guys, check out Guerrilla Warfare. GUERRILLA. Warfare. WARFARE. Guarfare.
Warfare
Band.
Band at gmail.com. .org.
Shit.
At gmail.org.
We're out there. You'll find us.
Yeah. Fuck it, man. We'll do it live. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for tuning into the Sean vs. Wild podcast. Check out all the latest episodes every Tuesday. That's going to be on iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, wherever you get your podcast, dude. And it's also on YouTube. I don't know if people want to watch a video of a podcast, but whatever. It's there too.
Throw some animations or something in the background. Just like...
Yeah, man.
Somebody like throwing some hot, or like, ooh, we'll put in an animation of a guy sucking a chili dog or something like that.
Yeah,
That will be, yes. This is a video of a man sucking a chili dog for
Shout out
60
John
minutes.
Outside the tasty.
John Cougar.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Sean vs. Wild podcast.